Hello, welcome to another weekend episode of Gotta Start Somewhere. Today we will be buckling down for the Grand Challenge. By the time that this goes up, the Grand Challenge will be live, but I will not be able to post Grand Challenge content on that day. So they'll probably come the weekend after. So until then, I want to like show you how I practice for it and kind of see if that practice ends up paying off. Right now, my rank is 1241. Should be much higher than that. I just gotta buckle down and really go at it. But we'll see how it goes. So as always, if you enjoy my content, please consider leaving a like, subscribe, comment. Anything helps out immensely with my channel. Thank you very much. So game number one, let's get started. It is going to be Annihilate, Tandem Mouse, Archalodon, Tornadus, Urshifu, and Incineroar. Probably Porygon 2 is a consideration. I want to bring Incineroar for protection. So P2, Incin, Ursa. And then the last one either is going to be a Mungus or Urshifu most likely. What's the advantage of bringing Urshifu? But if I'm going like a full Trick Room route, maybe a Mungus isn't the worst. Start from there. P2 Incin. Okay, it might have a Defiant boost. Shoot, I gotta be more careful about that. Close combat is a thing. Beat up is a thing. He's not going to Rage Fist over here. So I am going to Trick Room and can't fake out. Could probably knock off. Protected. Drain Punch, not a lot. Knock off. What did I knock off? I knock off the leftovers. So now that the Trick Room is back up, he will probably switch out, but that's okay. I'll Terra Blast here, and then I'll knock off. Normal U-turn here. Fairy Terra, Terra Blast. Knock off, and then I'll probably bring this in. Rage Fist. Oof, a lot of damage. Okay, at least that goes first. Then I could probably kill it. I'll recover. Sludge Bomb. Or do I Spore? Spore. Okay, protected, Spore, recover. Now he's expecting it. So I'm going to click recover again and Sludge Bomb Annihilate. Okay. That's still fine. Rage Fist. Oh crap, it does kill. Oh, okay, that's fine. Going to fake out. He'll probably protect. Yeah. That was a mistake, wasn't it? Follow me, Rage Fist, protected. Flare Blitz will kill. At least Archalodon. What do I do? Let's get rid of Annihilate. And Rage Powder. What's the last one in the back? Okay. Body press. Now I can kill it. Still do the same. Yeah. Let's just be safe. Oh, does body press kill? No, it doesn't kill, so that's okay. Or Saluna, or Shifu. Knockoff, or Shifu. No, hold on. I think that's it. GG. Yep. I made the mistake. I think it was just I dragged it on for too long. Let's see. I think the 4 was okay. I think I let the Annihilate stay for too long and just deal too much damage. Maybe I should have Terra faster. He did have the support, so probably needed to be more offensive during Trick Room. Consider not leading Incineroar with Annihilate. Maybe with Amoonguss. So Trick Room, okay, is turn 1. Drain Punch doesn't do much. Knockoff is okay. So Trick Room is okay. In here, Flying Terra must have killed. Instead of U-turn, no reason to rotate Incineroar out because it will only boost Annihilate's Defiant. So probably better to just do that and then Flare Blitz into the Annihilate for a sure kill. So right, and then it would have just died and then probably will win from there, right? Yeah. Had chance to kill Annihilate turn 2, which I didn't take, and that cost me the game. Need to be more aggressive against Annihilate, especially paired up with not Mouse Shield. Yep, okay. So hold on 1 second. Alright. Let's move on to the next game. So with it being the grand challenge, oh sorry, I just need to put in as much game as possible. This is the old version of Balance. I did think about how to deal with this, but I think in here I decided that I want this, especially in the best of 1. I do have Fake Out. Am I faster than this Incineroar? I want to believe so. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh wow, he's going to my Incineroar first. It's okay. My Terra Blast should kill. I am faster, so I traded Instant for a Shifu. I don't know how much of that is what I wanted. But Flying Terra Porygon. I am now slower. So let's Trick Room, Protect. Sludge Bomb, Flare Blitz probably doesn't kill. Yeah. Trick Room is up. Now I can Ice Beam Lando. That's fine. If that's in the back, that's okay. Headlong Rush will catch on Raging Bolt, but most likely a Rillaboom. So let's Facade into Incineroar. Okay, so trying to catch for a possible Rillaboom switch in. Earth Power, that's still okay. He might protect now. Grassy Surge is a thing. He might Earth Power again. So Fake Out probably into Ursa? Grassy Glide, okay, that's okay. Terra Blast does decent amount of damage. Sludge Bomb, that's okay. Want to recover. And then Sludge Bomb. Actually, I want to recover and then Spore Lando. Okay, Lando protects. Maybe I should have Sludge Bomb Rillaboom. But I am able to recover out of that. I'll probably hit recover again. Now he cannot evade the Spore. Wow, he goes for double protect and gets it. Alright, he played for his outs. Now the Trick Room is over. He still can't really kill me. And he also cannot go for a triple. So I'm gonna Trick Room and I'm gonna Rage Powder here actually. So Earth Power. Oh, okay, so he wanted. That's alright. He has nothing to switch out. Trick Room is back up. And then I can hit Ice Beam here. I just keep clicking Spore, right? That should kill. And then I Ice Beam, Spore, yep, okay. So that's how it's done against a regular balance. That's how I plan to play it. Yeah, those four are going to be probably within normal of everything. If Chien-Pao comes in, I will have the Instant. Could have protected a little bit better, but I just didn't realize that the Urshifu was going to Surging Strikes into the Incineroar rather than try to kill the P2 by doubling it up over there. But all in all, if the enemy would have brought in the Chien-Pao, might have been a little bit more dangerous, because then my P2 will be weak against the P2's weaker, Amoonguss is weak, and also my Ursaluna is weak, especially now that I have all Flying Terra on the P2. But consideration for when it comes up, because it is pretty not bulky. Bulky's not the word. Pretty like not bulky is what I'm looking for. That I would just double up into that and maybe shoot for a kill that way, just by getting rid of it with like a Facade or anything. I would be able to take a Sucker Punch. I would be able to take an Ice Shard no matter what, because all of my 3 Pokemon will be weaker against the Chien-Pao. So there's that. The 4 that I have brought in, I think the 4 I will consider bringing against balance team will be the same with P2, Insyn, Ursa, and Amoonguss. Urshifu Incineroar, I have faked out. I faked out the Incineroar because I wanted to kill the Urshifu with the Flying Terra, so that's okay. Also consideration for faking out the Urshifu and then letting Incineroar fake my Porygon, and that way I could switch it to Amoonguss. But then I would be Flying Terra already. So I'll be showing my Flying Terra. Maybe I don't show my Flying Terra and then I just press Trick Room first turn. Turn 1, consideration for Trick Room with no Terra and fake out on Urshifu. That way I don't show my Terra and little dangerous if enemy Incin is faster than mine, but mine is trained to be little faster compared to the rest. Because what I do put, well, Joe put 116 speed on it, which is probably faster than most Incineroars, I would say. That way I have Trick Room and I am able to save Incineroar, which could switch out into Amoonguss turn 2. Right, and then take a Surging, and then when the Flare Blitz is going into the location, I could switch back to Incineroar. That way, I would be able to take Surging and switch back out to Incineroar to take potential Flare Blitz. In the meantime, my P2 can do damage. So there's that. So Intimidate's okay. Yeah, I just wasn't expecting. I thought it was gonna be a close combat, but now I also have to consider the fact that, especially with the Rillaboom in the back, maybe he wants to take out my Incineroar for more, but I do have other two to take out the Rillaboom. Now that it's flinched and Terra Blast is able to take out the Urshifu, Lando comes out. Now Lando's faster, so I protect it and Trick Room here. Yeah, Flare Blitz and everything is not able to kill. And then now the Flare. No, he did do that, which is nice. Is there a consideration that I cover for both? Turn 3, consider Steel Terra on Lando. Maybe reason to hit EQ instead of Facade. But I thought he would switch out into the Rillaboom. So maybe that's why I did the yeah. Sarasota Terra on Lando, but could hit Headlong Rush that location to cover and make sure to kill, but worry about protect on that slot. No EQ because very likely Rillaboom is in the back, so Facade was right decision. Landorus does not threaten too much of my team right now, so maybe alright to leave in place. So yeah, that gets resisted. Flare Blitz into Ursaluna, probably Earth Power. Facade into the Incineroar, Earth Power, yeah, into 65%. Maybe it's a little bit more dangerous here. But Rillaboom now comes in. And I thought he would fake out was a thing, but he Grassy Glided instead. Terra Blast from the Rillaboom. Sludge Bomb P2. Now he doesn't have fake out or follow me support right now. So I was thinking to Spore Lando as much as possible because Rillaboom doesn't threaten too much. That's why I kept recovering and then kept sporing. He does get a crucial double protect off, but my plan stays the same, that I just keep hitting recover, keep hitting the spore. Now that I don't have the Trick Room, I want to Trick Room. I don't want it to die to like a Sludge Bomb Woodhammer. Now that he can't protect anymore, so I Rage Powder here, but he ended up Earth Powering me. U-turn also doesn't kill. It's okay if it died there. I will have the Trick Room back up, and then I could just now that I have the Trick Room back up, I can just Flying Terra and then Headlong Rush into Lando for the kill. Spore, now that I have enough health, I can Ice Beam to kill. I could also Flying Terra, does more damage, but it's irrelevant at this point, and then he forfeits because now that I can just keep sporing, maybe switch out after the spore and kill it. Alright, 7:55. You can put in another game and then I'm gonna go to work. Let's see. Cresselia, Amoonguss, Ursaluna. It's like a balancy team again. I do want my Incineroar for these three. I want Ursaluna for this. I'm not sure if I want the spores. I think I do want the spores. But Trick Room is a thing. Safety goggles. Do I bring the instant now? Yeah. What's it gonna be? Instant. Okay, it's the same. So now, learning that information to Trick Room and then fake out Urshifu. Okay, Cresselia. Fake out here. That's fine. Now what? Now I U-turn out. But him terraing, me terraing, it's about the same. I don't know who goes first. So let's just Ice Beam and U-turn. I'm faster. Alright. Faster here. Ice Beam. Frozen. Nice. Parting shot. That's okay. Now the Ursh is there. I think it's time for this. U-turn, okay. Alright. Oh, it's playing it pretty safe. I can... Ah, this is a little bit confusing. What am I gonna do? Let's switch back. Fake out. Frozen. Try to do a little bit more damage. I am faster. I can... Let's double up here. Yeah, let's double up here. U-turn. And that takes out the Cresselia. Parting shot on the P2 again. Ursh comes out. I'm gonna double switch here. Are you gonna fake out and then surging strikes? Okay, yeah. Over there. And then now I can fake out the Urshifu. Break the sash. And then bring in the P2. Okay, Ursaluna. Who's faster? Flare Blitz. That's fine. I think Ursaluna is faster. But I don't think it can kill me with Facade. I think I just have to go for it. Okay, alright, I'm faster than the Ursaluna. That's good. Parting shot takes out the P2. That's okay. Urshifu comes out. Incineroar comes out. Let's switch this out here. And then Terra Blast the Urshifu. Okay, fakes out. Surging strikes into the Among Us. That's okay. Now he can't switch out anymore. Gonna Rage Powder, Terra Blast again. Stay safe. Probably going to kill with the Flare Blitz, but that's okay. Alright, takes out damage. Can Incin. Intimidate is up. Can fake out our Shifu. Then I can Terra Blast the Incineroar. Alright, takes out the Urshifu. Terra Blast. A very slow Incineroar. And he probably forfeits. Okay, great. Oof. GG. Alright. I feel like these games are just dragging out a little bit too long these days. I want my games to be very speedy, just like finish within turn 7 and get out of the way, you know. But turn 12 is a lot. What did I end up bringing? Yeah. No Defiant, so Lead, P2, and Incineroar, because wanted to give Intimidate on Ursa, Incin, and Urshifu, and Ursh. Cannot bring Corn because worried about Trick Room on Cresselia. Did not bring Urshifu because targets are not great, and also wanted to play around the intricacy of speed tiers in this matchup. Sharing a lot of the same mons means that we means that depending on training, it will determine the speed tiers between each of our mons. So turn 1, P2, Incin, Urshifu, so same leads as last game. Did what I proposed during review last game of Trick Room and Fake Out on Ursh. So then I was able to, but then he switched out, so I ended up faking out the Cresselia, faking out the Porygon, and then nothing happens. And then now I get like a crucial... Actually, there's no need to rotate out Incineroar just yet. Turn 2 may have been better to knock off Cresselia item and Ice Beam, right? And then I get a very lucky freeze. I don't know what the game would be afterwards. Parting shot on the Porygon, or Urshifu comes back again, and then what? Flying Terra, Rage Powder, and then you turned out wanted to kill the Urshifu, so he knew that I had Flying Terra. They probably know I have Flying Terra on P2 now that it's a pretty common team, so maybe I can leverage that info. Or hide Terra. Turn 3 would be better if I Spore, right? Spore Ursh rather than Rage Powder. Alright, so Terra Blast doesn't do much, right? Incineroar because of the Flare Blitz. I think he fakes out the Spore, right? Which is a little bit weird. He did not have to do that. Ice Beam on Cresselia. And then I U-turn here because there was no reason, and I also wanted to bring in the Ursaluna. So in here I had a reason to U-turn, but I did not have a reason to U-turn on turn 2. Could have knocked off Cresselia, figure out what his item was, or make it at least not relevant. Now P2 is too low of special attack, is -1. So now it would not be able to kill Urshifu even if I wanted to. So I double switch here, thinking that the Surging Strikes was coming on the Ursaluna slot. So I think I put Incid on left and then Amoonguss on the right. Now that lowers the attack, and then it's still scared of the Flying Terra. That's why he turn 6 he was still scared of -1 Flying Terra on P2, so he faked out that location. But I kind of baited out the Surging Strike. But even if it was like a close combat or anything, that would have been okay. The worst would be if he decided to Surging Strike left instead of right. But getting -1 on Urshifu is not the worst thing. He does switch out, and I switch out to turn 7, bring in the Flying Terra again. Faked out that location, and Flare Blitz doesn't do a lot. Now I can Ice Beam here. Kind of wanted to see who I was faster. I guess in the Cresselia team, Ursaluna may be very slow. Because my P2 is actually pretty slow as well, right? Let me take a quick look. My P2 is modest plus 12. It is 82. My Ursaluna is 90. So usually my my P2 is slower than my Ursaluna, but I guess he doesn't put that much speed investment. They may not have enough speed investment on Ursaluna to outspeed P2. So I was able to get that, and then I was able to Ice Beam to kill it off. And then Parting Shot. The knockoff was also mostly for Urshifu coming in as well. I wanted to, if it had Sash, I wanted to knock it out because it was still full health. Urshifu comes in, Incineroar comes in. Now he can fake out my P2 again, so I think I switched out. Oh no, I just let it fake me out? Okay, yeah. That's fine. Now I just flinch, and then now I Rage Powder, Terra Blast. And then knowing that Flare Blitz would kill me, that's okay. I thought this would kill, but it did not. So +0 Flying Terra does not kill Urshifu. Might be damage calc actually. Let me just figure that out real quick. Thinking about how I needed to get P2. It was so bad. I asked someone to trade it, but I was trying to look for the raids and all that and try to find it in the 6-star raids. I was going all around for it, ended up not getting it, but someone thankfully traded one for me and traded it back, so that's why I was able to get that. Okay. So +1. No, not +1. This is not +1. This is regular, normal, would kill, actually. So there is a bulk investment. Because, right, even if it is a 4, I still kill. Okay. With bulk investment, maybe Cresselia team runs Ursh with bulk. because it usually kill. Um, but it has just a little, just a sliver to live. So there must be some bulk investment. Okay, and then now that's there. Then bring the Incineroar again, fake out the Urshifu, and then Flying Terra. Because my Incineroar is faster, I could just knock off here and then win the game. Alright. Not doing too bad. Also not doing too great. I don't know how I will fare in the actual game. But we'll see how it is, right? I still have a couple more days. Today is Tuesday. So I have Wednesday to practice on my own. If I have time to record, great. If I don't, I don't. And Thursday I have a little bit, and the Friday I probably will have to play a little bit at work when if I'm free. I want to say so. I probably cannot record back then. But I will at least get through some, and then on the weekend I'll probably just record some VODs and then go over it next week and just kind of show you guys how I did it. I wish I could record what I have done, but you know, I need to sit in front of my desk in order to record, and that's always not the easiest thing to do right now, especially now that I moved the computer to my baby's room. Well, to our room where the baby is, so it makes it a little bit more difficult to do. All right, so we'll continue in a little bit. It'll be probably tomorrow for me, but it'll be like 2 seconds for you guys. All right. All right, I am back. So let's take a look again. I did a couple games over the last few days. Won twice, lost once. It's a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. I feel like I'm not getting better at the game, which does definitely suck. I'm still at 1244. I don't know. I think I'm starting to realize that I should really like pick a team and really like, stick to it. I think after the event, for right now, until the event is I'm gonna be focusing mostly on the Ursa Tail Room, but I might go back to balance and really dive deep into it and try to figure out what I am planning to do. This is gonna take away my Tailwind, but I think I'm okay with that. I can facade it. I need a Mungus in the back. And then what else do I need? P2 I need Incin? No. Probably this. To take care of Chiyu, but do I want to lead Ursa? I don't think I do. But I think I want to lead Ursh instead. Fluttermane is out, Chiyu is out. I have Sash. This will die unless you switch out. Oh wow, this is Scarf? That's a little scary. What? Okay, I completely messed that up. I didn't even know that Shiyu was faster. No need to water Terra. There, all this is specs. I see. Okay. It's being pretty smart about it. Commander is up. I do want to recover, but I don't think I'm gonna get it. Recover. Order up. I want to break it now. But I think I can do it. That's fine. Terror Blast. Rage Powder. Break it. Order up. Still have one more turn of Trick Room. But you are going to substitute this. You're going to protect this turn, right? Well, let's just be safe. So now the Trick Room is done. Order up is coming. You might substitute actually. Oh no, order up 9. Okay. GG. I think he played it pretty well. I think if I spored or I did something else, might have won. I think if I protected, I would have won. For sure. That's unfortunate. Okay. How fast is Urshifu's pretty slow, huh? Chiyu 167, 163. Okay. So I guess a timid Chiyu is faster than Urshifu. Chiyu 100 and then Urshifu is 97, right? Yeah, okay. Chiyu is faster than Urshifu. Did not realize that. I mistakenly thought that it would have Scarf because it was faster than Urshifu. And my whole game fell apart. I'm laughing because Mango is having her face right in between my hands when I'm typing, and it's just so cute. I wish I can show you guys. Now he's trying to sabotage my typing after that. Nice call from Dozo to not substitute the last turn and go for order up. Could have won if a red bet and protected, but I would think he would try get away from Spur. Nice play. Not much to say. I had made a very big mistake in the beginning that cost me the game. You know, it happens. Ooh, Chimpao or Shifu, Gouging Fire. I did see this team pretty often. Well, actually, no, one last time. What did I bring? Oh no, he had the Thunderous actually. Kapu Orky Gear. Rillaboom, King Gambit. I want to get rid of King Gambit before I can start wrecking with that. Do I want Torn? I think I still bring the same 4 minus the Among Us. So probably P2 Ursa, Incin, Ursh. Okay. Now I feel like I shouldn't have what I did. I'm worried that he's going to fake out. Let's hit the trick room. I'm gonna switch out into Ursh for sure. There is a world where I switch into Incin and then switch into Ursh. -1 it. Okay, clear amulet. Taunt on the... Okay. Oh wow. Alright, that's what you were gonna do. Okay. I can still fake out the Urshifu. And... in a pretty bad spot, isn't it? Let's switch back out into Porygon. Grassy Glide. Okay, that's the right turn. Now... I will take 1 hit. Surging Strikes probably. So I'm gonna switch out. Give up my Ursh. Flying Terra, Terra Blast. I broke the Sash if he has the Sash. Although I would be giving up my hits against Chien-Pao, but I have Incin for that. And this is probably Sash. So this is either Mystic Water. That's Clear Amulet. Okay, I wasn't going to do that. High horsepower, that's fine. Terra Blast is going to kill. It is taunted, so I'm going to bring this in. Incin, D-Knight, Inner Focus. What do I want to get rid of first? I think I want to get rid of D-Knight first. So let's fake out D-Knight and Ice Beam D-Knight. If you protect, probably cooked. King Gambit is out. Alright, Inner Focus. That's fine. It was to get rid of that mostly. Grassy Glide is a thing. I could probably Oko. I could probably Oko either way, but I'm expecting a Grassy Glide or a fake out. So let's cover for both. Because fake out into here, I'm gonna kill it. Grassy Glide into here, I'm gonna kill it. That way I can cover for both. And King Gambit may do Swords Dance, but my Ursaluna is going to be faster in the back. My Terra Blast may not kill. Grassy Glide, okay, that's fine. And Terra, okay, that's gonna be fine. And then Kowtow Cleave is not going to kill. And I think game is pretty much over from here. I don't think I need to protect and get the guts. No, let's be safe. Okay, yeah. Staying safe. And then I'm going to facade and I'm going to ice beam, and that's probably gonna win me the game. Good. Alright. Should have brought King Gambit a little earlier. I did have Incineroar in the back. Let me just text my wife that our cat is doing okay because she stepped on his foot. It's okay. Mango is out and was Pibia in my hand when I was recording, and now she's grooming. Okay. So the review. Let's do this. So I brought the same, well, similar four, except I took out the Among Us because Among Us is just so heavily attacked by whatever they have. The very likely that Dragon Knight has um aerial ace, Chempao can kill it, or Shifu not really. It's like the only good defense against it is the Shifu and the King Gambit, and even King Gambit is faster probably than my, no, actually no, I might, yeah, faster than my Amoonguss. So I will have to take a hit. Dragon Knight Aerial Ace. If I Water Terra to get rid of Howl on the Gouging Fire or the Chen Pao, then I'm at risk of getting wrecked by the Rillaboom with the Wood Hammer. So this is not very good defensively, and maybe it has, and I can't even hit the King Gambit. Maybe I can Spore support, but I felt like being able to hit the Chempao and being able to hit the King Gambit and being able to hit um, Rillaboom with the Incineroar was much more useful, and I would just have to save it and only come out when King Gambit's not out, or even if it is, not give him Trick Room, so I would just go straight into it for the kill rather than anything else. Um, So P2 Ursh has good coverage, except Chimpao. Um, add in Urshifu for Gouging Fire, Chimpao coverage, and King Gambit coverage, and Incin for Chimpao coverage mostly. So basically, Urshifu was for mostly either Chimpao or Gouging Fire, because Gouging Fire is a little bit hard to deal with. But I don't think it even covers that well for Gouging Fire because it's not. It is neutral rather than super effective with this dragon typing, and I could always just hit with the Ursaluna on the Trick Room. If the Gouging Fire was a lead, I would have definitely Trick Roomed turn one. But instead, is this Urshifu had Taunt, and that's why I think I switched out both. There is a world where I could Flying Terra and kill the Urshifu turn one, but I was worried about the possible fake out, but he didn't do the fake out, he just would hammer straight into Ursaluna. Was that a mistake? Well, I was reading that Fake Out will go into Porygon 2, and then Urshifu is going to use Surging Strikes into my Ursaluna, and that's why I made that play. So now Urshifu is down to Sash, and Incineroar is taunted, which is fine. Fake Out into Urshifu, and then Grassy Glide, that's fine. Now my Porygon comes in relatively unharmed. Urshifu comes out again as a sacrifice. Flying Terra, yep. Taunt, I know it's never going to Trick Room to begin with, especially now that I know that you have the taunt. I'll go over it. Now it has very good defense. All I gotta watch out for is the Chip Pow. Dragonite comes in. The King Gambit comes in, and I think I faked out into Dragon because Rillaboom doesn't have that much offensive pressure anymore. So I faked out Dragonite, which was useless. So I could have Flare Blitz. Okay. We know Dragonite has Inner Focus. What is Inner Focus? Why does it feel like it's such a... It prevents Pokemon from flinching. Does it also prevent it from being affected by Intimidate? That is so OP. Why is it that it was only flinching and then now it's unaffected by Intimidate? So, you know, Dragonite had in a focus. Better to have Flare Blitz left and Ice Beam right. Ice Beam D-Knight. It cannot be flinched. Made mistake. Actually, no. You know, Dragonite had Inner Focus. What's actually faster? Just have to take a look at that. Porygon is 82 speed, and Incineroar is 95 speed. Okay. We know the Dragonite had Inner Focus. Okay, which also means it doesn't have multi-scale. No reason to priority break multi-scale that it doesn't have. Better to Flare Blitz left, which is sad if Gouging Fire, but good if anything else. And Ice Beam D-Knight. Big mistake. Then I would have been kill the King Gambit, kill the Dragonite, and be at much better place. Maybe not kill, but it would be much better than what it is right now. And my Incineroar would be, it would still be down this, but it wouldn't have died to Grassy Glide. So Flying Terra Blast here, Kowtow Cleave doesn't kill. And Ursaluna, protected, and I was thinking about Headlong Rush, but I wanted to play safe. And then even if he didn't, I would have Headlong Rush Ice Beam. That way I cover for both. Now Facade brings it down to 14. And that. Okay. A big mistake on my part, but I was still able to win the game by positioning P2 correctly. And also him bringing the wrong bomb. I feel like he would have brought, if he brought Gouging Fire and led with it, and then just be like Howl or Breaking Swipe in order to break my team, I would have been in a much worse spot. Because, yeah, much worse spot. for sure. Alright. Next battle. Okay, this is a regular old balance. I think old balance probably this is sure. And now what? Maybe I can go Among Us. Actually, what did I think I was gonna do for balance? Oh. Okay, it's the same thing. Okay. So in here, it's always this, right? So I trick room and fake out the Urshifu and just be safe. Okay, detect. I'm gonna fake me out. That's fine. Going to Flying Terra, Terra Blast, and then switch it to Bungus. Parting shot. It might not kill then. That's fine. What comes out here? Chimpow in the back? No, probably Rillaboom. Okay, Chimpow in the back, huh? Okay, now I'm scared of both. I'm gonna switch out. I actually don't know what I do in this. I will protect here. Because Chimpow can I hit? It hitting Incineroar is not the end of the world. I'm gonna fake out Chimpow. And then let's Spore. Is this safety goggles? Okay, safety goggles. Sacred Sword, I'm scared of. Now it can fake out. But it's going to take the damage. Might have to sack. I'm gonna go here, switch into that. I'm gonna protect. Fake out's fine. Icicle Crash also fine. And then I should Trick Room. Icicle Crash is a thing. I'm gonna switch out again. I'm gonna hope for. Okay, Icy Wind is okay. Might be Flare Blitz into. Alright, that's not good. It's fine. He will protect most likely. let's break the sash. Let's just be safe. Okay, it's fine. Parting shot. It's alright. Trick Room is back up. Losing Among Us, even when I had Trick Room, is actually quite painful. Lando. Screw that. I'm gonna U-turn out and I'm going to Terra Blast Champao. It might kill. It is -2. It might switch out, which I'm still okay with. And Earth Power is not, I'm not too scared about it. Okay, yeah, switches out. U-turn, yep, into that. Terra Blast into that. Doesn't kill. I am burned. Now I can just kind of facade everywhere, right? You're gonna have to switch out your Lando, but that's okay. That's okay. Is the sash still intact on Champao? Or did I break it? With the fake out? Oh no, he protected. So I'm gonna have to double up there. It's your Shifu, I'm still faster. Aqua Jet is a thing. But that's okay. Even if it protects this turn, that's okay. If it protects out, yeah. Chimpao is a thing. Facade will kill. Okay, you're slower, huh? That's okay too. Now he cannot protect this turn. Chimpao's gonna come out. Sucker Punch, Aqua Jet is not enough for a kill. Facade there. Terra Blast there. Oh, double protect, huh? Okay, maybe I would have recovered. No, Icicle Crash, Surging Strikes kills. But that's okay. Now what goes where? I don't have much time. I'll rather preserve P2. Okay. Yeah, I'll rather preserve P2. Okay, because if you actually don't protect and then Icicle Crash my P2, it dies before it can go off Trick Room. It can probably live Surging. It can definitely live Close Combat. I'm actually a little iffy if it can live Surging. But I think this is the way that I can get off Trick Room and I can also get off we'll see. This is the safe play, I want to say. Okay, yeah. So if he was going to, that's fine. That's fine. Actually, it's not fine if it protects now. Hold on. Huh? Okay. Alright. I don't know what happened. I guess he thought too much. But this is... I would have lost this. I think I was going to make the play that he protects this turn because he thinks that I will attack into the right side and actually kill the Urshifu, because if he protects and I attack into Pow and Urshifu ends up hitting once, and then I will have to be in the same situation again. I would have lost. That's why I tried to read the protect and then kill the Pow. I mean kill the Urshifu as soon as possible. I think that was what I was trying to do. God, I hate balance. Like playing against it, playing it. Maybe if I play it, things are gonna be a little bit different. But it is what it is. PH42. I think the 4 that I brought is still correct. Torn wouldn't have made much sense. It seems like they don't really bring Raging Bolt, even if they do, right? Okay, I came out once out of 7 games. So maybe I can not think about the Raging Bolt. Maybe Champao Land though. But I guess, but so let's just do by stat usage and see. Oh, I don't have stat questions in here. Best of 1 right now. 15. I'm not even 1500, so that's fine. So let's just do like the top 7 Flutter Mane, Incineroar, Urshifu, Rapid Strike, Raging Bolt. What's number 5? Tornadus. 50%. Overpaw Wellspring. I don't think I saw Overpaw Wellspring that much. Wow, I lost. Amoongus. It's with the 2S? Oh god. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't even know Pokemon names. Lando. So I definitely need more practice against fighting Overpaw Wellspring, which I don't even know what I bring. Maybe Among Us if I see Overpaw Wellspring. That would be okay. Torn would be okay. Flying Terra. I have so many ways to hit Overpaw. But how did I end up losing all 3 games? Well, restricted. That's okay. I haven't seen it restricted. Yeah, Overpawn 3 out of 4 games. Grrrr. Should not be how it is. Little upset. Okay. Just a broad. Then I have decided to bring with against balance. Lead usually is Incin plus Ursh. It seems like. Is there a better? There is a world where I can. Nope, I cannot. No, because Clover Cloak's not gonna do a thing. So yeah. I was thinking maybe there's a world where I Trick Room, and then Bleak Windstorm ish. But I feel like that's a little too risky. Right, and then I'll be losing a key piece. That is the Incineroar. Against the Champao, especially. I think that would make this team too weak against Champao. Um, but I would have lost this game for sure. Turn one goes as usual, which is always going to be fake out, and then Trick Room. Switch into Mungus to take the Surging, and then Flying Terra, Terra Blast. I guess this is faster than P2, huh? 82. Then this is probably a little bit more speed trained. Incineroar, 60. 60, so it just trained a little bit more. Okay, so the speed creep is happening. Maybe there is a world where I do want my P2 to be faster than regular Incineroar. Because what does Incin usually run these days? Most common is 80. Right, but I'm 82. So maybe it's 85. Now, do I want to speed creep my my P2 to 86? This is getting more common, and I do want to be faster, so I don't get freaking parting shot and be killed. Oh, never mind. Maybe in the future, but I don't plan on playing this in the future. I think I'm just gonna go balanced and then just go full all in on balance and then try to, I mean it won EOIC. So it won EOIC when everyone was prepping for it, when everyone was, getting ready to fight it. So it really depends. It has a lot of skill expression, and I think I'm willing to learn the skill expression and then just go all the way and only play that until I get good at it. Because right now, what am I? 1258? So I'm not good at it. I started 1262. This is pending. So almost 1290. Well, I guess I did bring all the way down to 1135. How did I get brought up to 1295 here? But I'm not improving in much of anyway. Oh, okay. I think I played until here, 1327, and then I tanked it down to 1221. And then from here, everything's been pretty consistent regarding that. Sure. I mean, I am better than when I started this. Actually, am I not? Yeah, 1221 to 1257, 1258. Yeah, 40 points in about 13 games. I'm not sure if that's worth it, but maybe just starting from the ground up, kind of just going at it. Wow, look at how many times I Flying Terra P2. It's amazing. Ugh. Match by man. No, that's not it. Usage. Right, Flying Terra. Terra win. 9 out of 12. I'll take that. Right? 12 times of Terra. 9 times. 75%. Flying Terra on this is pretty good. I'm not sure if a Grass Terra is good. I'm not sure Water Terra usually is a last ditch effort, but I do use it a little bit earlier than when I should. Willy nilly. Lead wins, so this is a good lead, right? This not so much, but it is a lead nonetheless. This one, yeah, both are pretty good. Well, maybe this one is a little bit more balanced out of it. So that's something to think about. Sorry, I digress. This is fine. This is fine. Farting shot doesn't kill the Ursh. Then what? No, nothing I can do, right? That's fine. Switch into Incineroar to take the Icicle Crash. Icicle Crash could be going anyway. So I protected that because I'm not too scared about that. Icy Wind, that's alright. A -1 speed. Now the Incineroar comes out. Faked out, I think. Right, and then Spore left. And safety goggles. I hate Incineroar. P2 comes out because he's not going to Icicle Crash here. I was wondering, like a Sacred Sword and a Fake Out. That protected against the Crash. That's fine. Now I switched out again because I'm so scared of the Icicle Crash. I take the Icy Wind. Did I try to Spore? Oh no, Flare Blitz actually kills me. Is there a better way to do this? I protected last turn already. And if I Icy Wind, I wouldn't mind taking an Icy Wind on my P2. But it is Flying Terra and it is a very crucial piece. Among Us could definitely have done more. What was it? What was it about this Among Us not doing so much? No, not here. Where's a balanced team? Okay, P2 Instant Ursa Among Us. Do I bring Ursh instead of Among Us? What did Among Us do this one? Against this match? Sure, Flying Terra, protected. Because he didn't bring the Chien-Pao. Oof, Orc Card does a lot of damage. I guess it took that for it. And I tried to Spore the Lando as much as possible while I was getting off the attack. Yeah, it soaked a lot. But it just doesn't soak as much if the enemy decides to bring decides to bring Chien-Pao instead of Lando. In which case, our Shifu would be a lot better. Enemy Munga did not do much this match, but if enemy decided to bring Landorus, much better. It's just against Chien-Pao, Ursh is better, probably. Consideration for possible BO3 if I ever want to go that route, if I give up my balance for sure. So Among Us didn't do much, but I think in a way I decided to sack Among Us in that case, and he did cycle his protects very well. But think I'm starting to like try to read that. Right, and then I just parting shot always, and that consistent parting shot. Okay, and he did bring Lando against the Rillaboom, so I guess that's the. Decided to bring Rillaboom actually against Champao. Ursh is probably better. I think that still stands. Consideration for what's the last balance that I fought before that? This is the balance. This is a balanced. Right. So this I brought a Mungus in case the Raging Bolt Terras. And then Ursh is terrible if they bring the Raging Bolt, because I will have nothing to cover for Raging Bolt unless I decide to just jam it down. But it's really hard to jam down. And then even the Unseen Fist doesn't fare that well against the protects. And Raging Bolt will never just protect against their Shifu either, it will just hit Thunderclap. So I guess if he brought Raging Bolt, or Shifu would have been bad against it. So it really depends on what the enemy decides to bring in this matchup, right? So like that flex slot of Rillaboom, Raging Bolt, and Champao. I think it is always going to be these three, I want to say. Let's see, what's the last one? This one that I lost. Yeah, right? Incineroar. I guess they brought Incineroar up this, and they're probably like a flooding me. But I guess this team doesn't have that. I guess against this team, I will bring a Mungus instead of Urshifu. So I'll bring like these two, Incineroar and Among Us against this team. And then against this team, where I am a little bit more scared, a little bit less scared, because it doesn't have Flutter Mane. Maybe consideration to bring. Oh my god, it's already 34. I gotta go. Gotta wrap this up pretty quickly. This is tough. And then these are the only two games that I have going off of it, right? Brought the same two, probably would have lost this game. If I had brought Urshifu here instead of Among Us, I would have lost. If I had brought Urshifu here instead of Among Us, I would have won. Maybe I should just Water Terra, if that's the case. And then just try to Ice Beam my way. But, yeah, then who's gonna kill the Urshifu, right? If I am able to sleep it, that's also good. Let's leave it like this. I will play this team more in the future for sure. Just gotta figure out what I'm gonna do depending on each situation. I read the protect in a way. Brought the Ursaluna in pretty safely. Faked out, I knew. And then Ice Beam kills. Flinch is okay. For Shifu, now I am scared of oh, because I'm faster, I wouldn't have died to Aqua Jet. I think I facade right, don't I? Yeah. Let's kill that, that's fine. Now he double protects. If I read the double protect, it might be better to actually bring the instant out now and then recover P2. No. It might be better to bring the instant out now and then Terra Blast the Chien-Pao. Because surging, well, even if P2 dies, I could always just fake out there, and then he'll have to choose between whether he's going to kill the Ursaluna or the Incineroar with the Urshifu next turn, right? Because I'll fake out and then I will Headlong Rush here. So the only way that he would do is, well, if he's surging right, well, if he's surging right, then it'll be 1v1 against Chien-Pao. But Chien-Pao is actually faster. So I have to... What the hell do I do in this situation, huh? If he actually played everything correctly. Let's say he didn't double protect. I recover. It's kind of obvious that he double protects. So maybe in higher up, there's gonna be some times where he doesn't. Okay, I figured it out. I will hit. It's actually better to turn 10. Better to switch Ursa into Incin, or fake out support for turn that we need to Trick Room and Terra Blast or Shifu. That way I can knock off and Turbo Shifu. That way, even if P2 dies, I can protect with Ursaluna if I need to. So I could like turn 11 could be fake out plus attack, and turn 12 would be attack plus protect, and that will work out well. Okay. Because he's not going to be able to kill with Sacred Sword, I think, with -1. Because Sacred Sword goes through defense boost, but it doesn't go through attacks. So this is probably what it is. Okay. There was a way to go around it. In the last turn of Trick Room, when I am facing against 2 fast mons, I will switch out, bring the Incin, so it can provide some actual support, and I will still try to attack one of them, probably the Ursh, to force a 1v2, and I will be in a much better situation, especially against Chien-Pao, where it can only hit one slot at a time. Okay. Alright. I would have lost this game if he didn't DC. It might have just left the game, but he definitely had a win. Alright. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you probably next Monday. Well, definitely next Monday. Next Monday, I will probably put some VODs of Grand Challenge. Like 30 minutes over there, about like an hour over there. I'm not sure if I'll have commentary of the Grand Challenge as I am talking. Because I'm not sure if I'll be holding my baby to sleep or be able to actually play on the weekend. But if it doesn't come out, I always have something else to do. Probably Neo 3 on the weekend. The first, so Monday definitely will have the Grand Challenge. Friday that I will be playing for sure. And also Saturday, Sunday, if I am able to play, sure. If I'm not, tough luck. And I will be going over the Grand Challenge next Saturday. So, as always, thank you very much, and I will see you in the next battle. Bye bye.